last summertime I went away to Brighton by the sea. I thought I'd like to bring a bunch of seaweed home with me. It tells you if it's going to rain or if it's going to snow. And with it everyone can tell just what he wants to know. With his seaweed in my hand, I got aboard the train. All the ports were closed when I got out again. I couldn't get a drink. With thirst I thought I'd die. And as soon as I touched me seaweed, I knew it was gonna be dry. Yes, as soon as I touched me seaweed, I knew it was gonna be dry. By Jove, missus, I'm really tickled with this seaweed, you know. Have you been tickled with seaweed, missus? Quick before the tide goes out. Oh, it's a lovely place, Brighton, you know. Very clean, yes. All the seagulls fly upside down. No, I went there with the wife, you know, and she came running to me because we were in the zoo. Yes, we went to the zoo, and she came running to me. She said, "Oh, dearie me, my mother's fallen in the tiger pit." I said, "It's all right, the tigers can look after themselves." I took my girlfriend walking in the countryside one day. She said, "Make sure we don't get lost, I hope you know the way." We talked and walked and walked and talked about our future life. Then I got on my knees and asked that girl to be my wife. Then I kissed her ruby lips, looked at her with pride. I said, "I shall be glad when darling you're my bride." She gave a rosy smile and promised to be mine. And as soon as I touched me seaweed, I knew it was gonna be fine. Yes, as soon as I touched me seaweed, I knew it was gonna be fine. Oh yes, lovely woman, the wife, you know. Giving her a special treat tonight. I've let her play with me organ. Ouch. Ouch. No, I wouldn't say she talks a lot. I wouldn't say she talks a lot, but as we were coming into Attleborough tonight in my horseless carriage, a policeman stopped me, waved me down. He said, "Excuse me, sir." Very polite policeman, you don't get many of them these days, do you? He said, "Excuse me, sir, but do you know your wife fell out of the car 3 miles back?" I said, "What?" He said, "Your wife fell out of the car 3 miles back." I said, "Oh, thank goodness for that. I thought I'd gone deaf." She said, "You don't deserve a wife like me." I said, "I don't deserve files, but I've got them." I got a fright some time ago, right in the dead of night. The missus said, "Wake up, you fool, the house is on the light." I quickly tumbled out of bed, though I could hardly stand. Me seaweed hung up on the wall, I grabbed it in me hand, and I pushed from the roof. Forgot to take me clothes. The fireman down below was squirting with his hose. He hit me where I stood, right on the parapet. And as soon as I touched me seaweed, I knew it was going to be wet. Yes, as soon as I touched me seaweed, I knew it was going to be wet. Dancing as well, you see. You know, he's 93, nearly 94. He went to the doctors. The doctor said, "What can I do for you?" He said, "Well, doctor, I want you to lower my sex drive." He said, "What?" He said, "I want you to lower my sex drive." The doctor said, "You silly old fool, it's all in your mind." He said, "I know, I want you to lower it, lower it." Sitting at home, brooding, with a little pussycat. All of a sudden, a fairy appears. No, proper fairy. Not politically correct, is it? No, this fairy appeared, you see, and he said, "I'm going to grant you 3 wishes. Very posh fairy. He said, "I'm going to grant you 3 wishes. She said, "Well, my first wish then, I'd like to have untold wealth." So he said, "Right." Boom. There it was, beautiful palace, gold and coins all over the place. He said, "What's your second wish?" She said, I want to be young and beautiful again, like I was when I was 18. Boom! There she was, 18-year-old beautiful. He said, what about your third wish? She said, well, turn the cat into a handsome prince. Boom! There he was, handsome prince, cloak, hat, the lot. So she sidled up to the prince, put her arm round him, and he said, by Joe, I bet you wish I'd be adopted now, don't you? I said I'm going to jump out on the light a little higher. Then in me 90 I jumped out a little block to hatch. I found the wood, I found the coal, and then I struck a match. And I stood before the fire, as happy as could be. And soon I felt the warmth from my anatomy. My shirt was all alight, and I forget me not, for as soon as I touched the sea, I knew it was going to be hot. Yes, as soon as I touched the sea, I knew it was going to be hot. Yes!
The master of Earth, ladies and gentlemen,
Well, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I'd like to say how tickled I am. How tickled I am with this hurry coat. Have you been tickled with a hurry coat, Mrs.? Oh, you're married to a hurry husband. I bet you can't wrap him round in winter, can you? Oh, you can't. Yeah. Now, what a lovely day. What a lovely day for sticking a cucumber through the vicar's letterbox and shouting, the Martians are here! And what a lovely day. What a lovely day for stuffing two ice cubes down the front of Suzanne Charlton's blouse and saying, how's that for a cold front? Because Suzanne Charlton is a meteorologist, you know. She can look into any man's eyes and tell weather. Now, some of you may be wondering why I'm standing here wearing this furry coat in the middle of summer. Some of you may be wondering why I'm standing here at all. Well, I'm going to tell you, because I've just been on my holidays to Alaska, you see. It's cold there. I've been to the Yukon. Yukon goes well, if you like. Oh, yes. Now, what a lovely audience we have here tonight. Rather more than we expected. We certainly got the quality, I must say. Yes, we've got Heather, the choreographer's mother's in tonight, you know. And Heather grows wild on the moors. So they tell me. And there, I'm glad to see the rather buxom lady over there, the one in the low-cut dress, you know. Oh, no, sorry, it's two bald-headed men. No. And, yes, we have a lady here tonight, and over there, yes, a lady here tonight, just given birth to her 8th child. Her 8th child. They've sewn up her husband's pyjamas. Well, stitching time saves 9. Now, some of you may not know this, but the Connaught Hall, you know, has got lots of amenities. In fact, they've just installed a toilet which is exclusively for the use of comedians who visit the hall. It's called Comic Relief. Now, talking of Comic Relief, would somebody like to buy a red nose? How about you, sir? Oh, you've already got one. Now, you might find this show, all about travel, you see, you might find this show very educational. And when you go home tonight, you'll be saying to yourself, by Joe, that taught me a lesson. Now, I've just been on my holidays. I've been on one of them British Airways pound stretcher holidays. You know, you can go anywhere on a stretcher for £1. Now, last year, I went to Spain. I went to Spain with Saga. Saga, you know, sex and games for the aged. And while I was there, I saw this senorita doing the paso doble. Look how much for it. And as she whirled round, her skirt got higher and higher and higher until finally I saw a stocking top. And you know, I was amazed to find in her shoulder offices
she had a little dagger. A little dagger. I said, by Jove, senorita, what's that little dirt doing in your stocking top? She said, I don't know, he's tickling. No, I said, what, the little dagger, I mean, what's that for? She said, senor, that is to protect my honor. I said, by Jove, lovely National Maria, you need a set of carvers. and of course, don't hesitate. Watch yourself. And of course, you know, travel can be dangerous, can't it? I mean, take the case of the famous explorer, Colonel Roma. Oh, he had a hard time. In Africa, he was beaten by his bearers. In Nepal, he was shot by his Sherpas. And he finally met his end, poor old soul, in China when he was hanged by his coolies. Oh, very painful. And some people have funny ideas for holidays, you know. A friend of mine, he's just gone to visit the ancient ruins of Rhodes. He was driving up and down the A11 and the A47. Some people even like to visit the battlefields, you know, the Second World War battlefields. Remember the Second World War? It was all the papers. And particularly in Egypt, you see, where they hear these stories about General Montgomery. Because Montgomery, you know, he was a stickler. Not a tickler, is it? A stickler. He might have been a sticky tickler, I don't know. Anyway, this story, you see, about Montgomery, whilst the battle was raging, he ordered a stock take, this is true, he ordered a stock take of the whole of the 8th Army's gravy browning. Of course, you've all heard of the Count of Monte's Vista. By Jove, we've got some appreciative people tonight. I've so much to give, and by Jove, you're going to get it. Oh, I mean that. And of course, you're taking something with you, sit round there. And now, what's the thing we all fear on holiday, particularly holidays abroad? How discombobulated we feel when we take it ill, don't we? Oh, controlled enthusiasm, I love that. When we are taken ill, we are frightened to death when we're abroad. I know a girl who was taken ill in Spain, couldn't speak a word of the language. So she went to the doctor and he said, what are the symptoms? He said, it's Spanish. He said, what are the symptoms? And she said, well, funny thing, doctor, every time I go out and I look in front of me, I see nothing else but Mickey Mouses. And when I look behind me, I see Donald Duck and Huey, Louie and Thingy. And then when I look over there, I see nothing but Pluto and Goofy. Oh, he said, how long have you been suffering from these Disney spells? Why, Joe? My God, it's good, isn't it? And you know, where would we be without the great inventors who made holiday travel such a delight, eh? Such a delight. Like the man who was driving home one night and his headlights shone into the eyes of a cat that was walking towards him. So he went home and invented cat's eyes. I knew if the cat had been going the other way, he'd invented the pencil sharpener. now, personally, myself and Mrs. Oh yes, by Jove, I like to go and watch the old cricket, particularly now that we're winning. But it used to be a great thrill to see our cricketers come in fifth in the World Series. Anyway, I went to Lord's the other week, and this cricketer, he must have been hit with the ball, because he came off the pitch like this. Oh! Oh! Mighty hell, he said, oh! Oh! And this lady came out of the crowd, and she said, perhaps I can help. You see, I do laying on of hands, she said. So, he said, well, anything. So, she put her hand down the front of his trousers and laid on her hands, you see, and gave a lovely massage. So she said, well, does that feel better? He said, I should say so, but I still think I'll lose this nail.